All right. We are 10:20. This is a late night show for us. Um, we're just tuning in. We got Ricky on the line. We're going to talk some scores, some recap, maybe talk a little bit about some other stuff. And then who knows, maybe we'll have a secondary podcast to talk about this week matchups where Ricky would just stir the pot more. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see the turnout in there. But I'm trying to upload this. Jeremy, how was your past Sunday, Jeremy? I know it was a little bit different.
Actually, this past Sunday, I got my tooth pulled, so I had a horrible weekend. So I didn't do anything. I sat at home and watched football. That's what I did. So, yeah, that was my Sunday, man. How was your guys' Sunday?
It was, I would say, Lombard was popping. It was very exciting. A lot of great games. Um, some unexpected turn of events that a lot of people were not guessing in our um, guess last week. So we're going to see what happens, and it's going to be interesting to see, say the less. I mean, if we just talk about the past week's scores, Ricky, you got anything to say about your Sunday?
What was that? What was the question? My bad.
We said before we got started, we were just talking about our Sunday.
Oh yeah, Sunday was very interesting. Are we going over the games already?
No, we were just talking for a second. We're gonna kick it off right now with the intro, and then we'll get right into it and go from there. Oh shit! Hold on. Sorry.
Whoa.
Whoa. Hold up. I didn't do this.
Top 5 already, huh?
No, bro.
Hey,
I mean, it just kind of popped up on us, though. I don't know if this one's the best one. It just popped up. It wants to be talking already. I didn't even choose this battle. I'll be honest with you, Rick. I don't know if we do it like this or I do it the other way. It might look better. So we're gonna try it out, and then if we need a pivot, we might need to pivot. Yeah, because I have it on the other. But let's see, Rick. Your Sunday was great. Let's talk about what we're about to look at, Rick. What are we about to look at?
we're about to look at the top 5 plays that I think
At Glenbard North?
At Glenbard North that made the cut.
Okay, top 5.
Top 5. All right. Let's see what the top 5 are. If this doesn't work, I'll pull it up on the other one. Let me know if it's glitching at all.
Let's go, boys.
It's glitchy? Hold up. All right, let me take this off then. I'll go into the other one. Hide this shit. Technology, guys. I don't know what to tell you. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not, but I don't want to watch a glitchy video. You can't talk top 5. But, Rick, you were out this past Sunday. You took some notes. You were telling me about what, before we get right back into that top 5, that was a sneak peek where we just got coming. We got a couple more seconds while it uploads, and then we're going to play no matter what. Before we unwind this top 5, what are your thoughts about what you saw? Do you think that there could have been a couple of other key things that happened? Or do you think, this was an intense week?
It was an intense week, man. It was close games. There's a lot of shit went down. We can break it down by game whenever you're ready.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's start with some of those scores and let me know what happened in these games, because I do see some games that kind of went the way we thought, and then other games that didn't. So yeah, let's definitely talk about it.
It just says processing. Well, let's talk about the first game of the day. You had A-Town Spartans versus Gremlins. How does this thing? See, this is what happens when you try some new stuff, guys. You don't know how it works sometimes.
Yeah, so you have Gremlins pulling out 14-6.
Yeah, I mean, A-Town. If you looked at the comments, A-Town was they felt like the refs kind of did them away this week. I don't know about that, Ricky. You were there, right?
Yes,
Or
I
no?
was. Shout out A-Town for booking with me. After reviewing all the plays, when you're watching this, when it's live with these refs, it's a fit. All the calls that game were 50-50. After watching the plays, debatable. But you got to slow it down.
Like how slow did you have to, like? So you saying like the
it's
refs
slow motion.
maybe,
Okay, for example, we had the guy. One call was called back for the flag guard. He took it back for a TD. To me, he was turning the corner a little lean, but he was already in full stride. I mean, you're running, which it didn't look like a flag guard to me.
That's a bang bang. You know how many times?
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
That's a call. That's a call.
That was a 50-50.
Yeah.
It
can go either way.
Exactly. And then the second one was a Gremlin scored on A-Town with a reach and a flag pull like at the 3-yard, 2-yard line. And it was literally 50-50.
So when you have 50-50 plays, I mean, you go either way. You kind of just have to live with whatever is called. I know it kind of sucks at the time. You don't want to, swallow it. You got to keep on working. A-Town Spartans is getting better each week. So, obviously this is a game where they wanted, they wanted to win that game, and they felt they should have won that game. So next time they see them, it's going to be kind of a game they want back. So that's good to see. Gremlins and A-Town Spartans, like I said, are two teams that are really trying to build some, but I really see A-Town Spartans stepping up week by week. I see some of the highlights they have. They're adding more players, which is really great. So, yeah, man, like I said, I know it's a tough loss, but
yeah, they were there. They had it. They just couldn't get that push on offense. That's what it was. And they had Kenny got a pick 6. He got a second pick, almost took it back again for number 2 pick 6. But yeah, that they just couldn't score on offense. It is.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's tough. And
games like that, it's like I said, 14-6, and it's a close game. Like you said, I mean, one score, and then you're talking about 50-50 calls. Right there, it's just going to eat away at you for another week until you get back on that field. So, kind of on to the next one, though. That's kind of what they both have to kind of do. We'll kind of see the schedule on who they play next. But, yeah, definitely one of those games to –
Oh, sorry, I figured it out.
Yeah, I like the background, Ricky.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, if you guys don't notice, we got Sammy in here. Sammy is Rumplepigs, bro. Fredo, how do you not know who Sammy is?
Fredo, November 10th, November 8th, you're going to find out. Whatever that week is, I don't remember.
You're putting like a bullseye on our back, Ricky. You got to stop.
Hey, Ricky, fanboy.
There's a lot of shit talking. I've been riding with Rumplepigs since day one, bro.
We don't say a word, man. We go out there and play. We don't say a word to anybody. We don't say shit.
I don't know. Some of you guys do. Some of you guys do. Neil.
Who does?
Neil. Did he get all mad at that one kid that one game?
Yeah, you know who's no longer part of the Rumplepigs? Neil.
Ooh. What? Wait. What? I didn't know. This is breaking news. I didn't know this.
We don't. No, I mean, not to air business. We don't. We're classy.
Shit.
We don't shit talk. We don't argue with refs. We go out there. We win. We lose. Whatever the case may be, and that's us. We're trying to build from within, and build for long term. And that's kind of why I wanted to hop on too with some of the stuff said last week, and try to do things the right way, whether that's win or lose, and for who we feel does things the right way and what we need. Those are the decisions we're going to make, and who actually adds value to us and who doesn't. No disrespect to anybody, but that's kind of where we're at,
Well,
I mean,
I mean, I don't think it's disrespect. I think that's one thing that you have to understand in this flag world is there's going to be a lot of people who take some things respectfully, some things disrespectfully, and there's nothing you can do about that. You guys are kind of doing it the right way. You started, both seasons out really, really on a hot streak, right? And now you guys are trying to start traveling. And what I said last week, like I said, I think you can take it either way. But I think hopefully you take it the right way, because the right way is what you're doing. Is just to keep going. It's not to start over or grab the wrong people. Like you said, you got to grab the right people that are going to build what you want to build and how you guys build, and that's going to make the difference in where and how far you guys go. To be honest.
No, yeah. I don't take it disrespect. It is what it is. We're brand new. You know what I mean? We haven't earned shit, so I don't take it disrespectfully. I think it's more so like I kind of want to clarify because I saw a lot of people in the comments and stuff too of these rec teams killing people, thinking they've arrived, shit like that. Like I get it. If it's and I don't judge anybody's situation. I don't judge anybody's team, how they run their team. But I see a lot of these teams that move up, have 4 or 5 of their core guys branch off, make a new team, drop down to rec. Oh shit, we lost a lot of guys, drop down to rec. Now you have rec teams with 10 elite guys and 5 comp guys and stuff like that. I personally don't want to run a team that way. If you want to, fantastic. With us, we have 15, 19-year-old kids, probably 4 20-year-old kids, and then a few of us older guys. Never played football in my entire life. We literally started this year. So a lot of these teams are, hey, you should have moved up to comp. You should have moved up to comp. It's better competition. Yes, it's better competition, but when we say, hey, like lineman release 2 seconds out to the left, and we're running like don't even know what we're doing. It doesn't matter whether you're playing a rec team or an elite team. If you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what you're doing. So
Yeah.
from our perspective, could we maybe have went up and possibly potentially competed? Maybe, but to do that, take a shitload of lumps, potentially lose guys with a dysfunctional team, and then have to drop down to rec and all that stuff. If teams want to go that route, that's 100% fine. From our perspective, we want to get it 100% right here, whether we're playing the fucking Chicago Bears or whether we're playing caught looking intoxicated, whoever on a Sunday. If we're not getting our shit right, we're not getting our shit right. And
Right.
I feel
well,
like
I also
every step of the way we've done everything that we need to see that other competition. Everything that Giuseppe sends out, great. We're getting in that tournament. We're getting in the hat. We're
yes.
the first ones to pay. We're the first one to do all that stuff. And then I hop on a podcast and it's like these fucking rec teams are traveling. Think they're gonna go 0-2. They're gonna suck. Fuck these guys. I'm like, wait a minute. I thought we were like trying to build this the right way. We might go to
Yeah.
nationals and literally lose by 60 in both games. It's
Mhm.
gonna be a great fucking experience. And
See,
to
and
see that
that's
we're
and I
up
guess
against that's gonna be great.
that's what everyone's done, and I think
You
that's the
know,
kind of thing that is. It's like everyone's done it. Everyone's gone to rec thinking they're gonna do, or gone to nationals thinking they're gonna do something, and it happens. The problem is, like you were saying, is when the teams start branching off because they don't necessarily fulfill what they necessarily wanted to do down there. Instead of just coming back and rebuilding and kind of just going at what you have, it doesn't matter when you guys move up. You do what you want to do, right? That's kind of the reason that you run your team. That's great. And I'm glad that you guys are getting into stuff, because even if you do go 0-2, even if you do lose, this stuff is a learning curve. You have to get over this kind of things. And if you don't play in these tournaments, if you don't get into these little leagues and actually see that kind of competition, you're going to be surprised when you go down there. I think that's what kind of a lot of what people try to say, and it comes off a little wrong. It is kind of hard to move up when you're not ready, right? We've seen teams do it, and
Mhm.
and we've seen teams fail, jump back down, and then kind of get called out. Oh, you were up here, but then you lose. It is kind of demoralizing when you lose 10 games, right, in an elite, and then you kind of go down to comp and you kill. You're kind of like you're that border, right? You're like, I don't know if I could be elite, but I'm comp. It doesn't really matter. And I think that's why we're trying to move forward to everyone play everyone, because it's just good competition. Even if, like you said, you're losing, you're still getting to see what you can do or what you need to do to get better. I mean, everyone plays this game because of competition. Yes, it's fun. We like having fun, but we're competitors. That's why we play in this league. If not, we would just meet together on a field somewhere, put some flags together, and just play for a couple hours. It's not
For
what we
sure.
do. You know what I
Well,
mean?
I'll say this.
And I'll be honest with you, I would rather as a competitor, yes, I'd rather go out there and lose a couple of really close games too to make us better. 100%. Going out there and blowing a bunch of teams out, stuff like that, is not the goal. That's not the goal. I would honestly rather lose some games that are fucking close, that get your juices
Yeah.
flowing, actually making us better. The goal of staying in rec wasn't to win football games. It was to figure out who the fuck we are, because we have 20 guys on the roster who've played a grand total of 12 total flag football
And
games.
even though that
You know
name
what I'm
is
saying?
very,
Like,
yeah, 100%. That name
I
would be
definitely
well
feel
known.
like the fact that Rumplepigs had such a breakout season kind of puts that stigma around you guys a little bit about where you guys are at. But here's the thing. I agree everything you just said. You guys are jumping in. They jumped into the half season because they want to get ready for nationals as well. They jumped into that tournament first chance they got because they want to play these tournament games. When they jumped in for that Chicago tournament in July, they had no clue. That was their first real tournament. I think
Right.
what the in season was the only other one. Was I
yeah.
wrong? I mean,
No, that's right. Yeah.
and they figured it out. You got to, and that's the thing is like when I was telling you, Jeremy, and why I kind of fight for like saying like they're not going to get demolished at nationals because we've seen some of our teams in the lower levels have success down there too. But I think it's anyone's game every Sunday. That's all.
And I appreciate that. And again, it's not even about that. I'm not saying we're gonna go out there and fucking compete. We might go out there and literally get a bad draw, play 4TF for one of you guys, and literally lose 40-0. We're gonna walk away with the same core guys that's not breaking up. That half of us are going up to comp,
Yeah.
half are gonna stay in rec. We're trying to figure it out. We're pulling people from comp teams to try to scrape together a team. Like, we're not doing that. We haven't asked anybody. We've asked literally 2 people in the entire league to play with us because we respect them as people. We respect them the way that they play the game, and then we respect literally just kind of everything that they've shown us in the last year
Yeah.
or so. Other
You're
than
talking about
that, we're
Kendrick
not
and
recruiting.
Cordell?
We're not. Kendrick and Cordell, yes. I like everything about how those guys play and do their thing and the conversation.
And they have their own teams, respectfully. So, you know,
100%. But I'm just saying we're not going and trying to just poach and do this shit just to go win a couple of football games. It's not that. It's about
well, I'm gonna
building
be
for the
honest with
future.
you.
You know?
That's actually not a. I mean, to be honest with you, I respect that, but in this game, don't feel bad doing it. Like I said, there's gonna be
No,
guys
I get
that
it.
come to you.
Again,
They
everybody
just
does
got
their own
something
thing. I
to
get it.
do that want to play.
Jeremy, you're really stuck
Um,
on that, huh?
Like what?
You're stuck on it. You're stuck.
I feel like
you cannot.
you have to improve. You have to improve your roster a little bit too to kind of move up. If you see something out there, don't be shy to be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Because that guy might not be happy over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest with you, you might find
You're talking about
on a different team.
misfits.
I'm talking about getting other guys for your team.
Oh no,
moving forward.
I
Like,
agree. I am 100% all for bringing on good guys, but I've had 3 or 4 guys message us trying to play. It's like, oh, I got kicked off this team. I walked off of this team. This team. It's like we don't want that. You know, just because you're a stud athlete, if you're gonna be a cancer for like, I don't want that. That's I guess what I meant. No, if anybody in this entire chat is a good dude and wants to come play for the Pigs, fucking call me. I'll take it. I'm just saying I'm trying to do it the right way.
But I'm just saying
you know?
that's how, like I said, we did the same thing when we were black shirts. Same exact thing. We kind of started off a little bit more in comp, but you know, when you see somebody on a different team, you know what I'm saying, you got to grab them sometimes, and we got a lot of good players doing that. Vel actually is one of the players. Like I said, when you see somebody, you kind of have to get in their ear just a little bit, and sometimes it's a great match. Like I said, we got some great pieces just by doing that. Which helped us move forward and kind of get up and play more competition and get better. Because when we first started, Hammer was fucking winning everything, you know, and we get in.
Damn.
It was crazy. Back in the day, there used to be a bunch of tournaments in Chicago, and it kind of fizzled down because nobody wanted to play Hammer and nobody would join up for these tournaments. And that's what I kind of want to see. I don't want to see anymore. I want everyone to join these tournaments. Get into these tournaments, let everyone kind of see what everyone can do, even if it is, like I said, what people would say, donate money, but that's kind of what we do because we want to play a competition. So I say, let's do it. There's a tournament coming up soon, indoor. I say, let's fill that thing.
Well, Pigs are in it.
Yeah, we're in it. I agree. And again, talking to a bunch of the older guys that used to play too, they're like, dude, we'd fucking go to nationals. We'd go watch Sudden Impact play. We'd go watch Players. We'd go watch Aftermath. It's like, it should be a Chicago thing. You know what I mean? I don't think it should be like, fuck these guys. These guys are going to go get killed. Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys. No,
but here's the thing.
I want to go watch New Wave. I want to go watch 4TF. It should be a Chicago pride thing for the way
I will say this
league is being built, you know?
Once everyone gets down at nationals, that does kind of go away.
Good. That's awesome.
I will say that, like, when you're at nationals, you'll see teams popping up at random Chicago games that are just Chicago. They may have no clue who they are. and even other teams from other states. So I definitely think that Chicago does a good job at bonding down at nationals. However, prior to nationals, they kind of bully each other.
Yeah,
Not,
which I'm all
and
for it. All
it's
the
like
shit
a big
talking, it
brother,
makes it
little
fun.
brother
I get
thing.
it.
I
I'm
feel
not
like
trying to
it's
come
that.
off any sort of way. It's all
No,
Yeah,
I'm just
fun.
saying.
It's all shit like
I mean,
that. You know.
what you're saying is a valid term coming from one of those teams. Not a
Mhm.
lot of the teams have said their point of view from that perspective. Is why I feel like it's so dominant on the top. Where a lot of those people that are looking, hey, been here, done that, they've been speaking. Now it's time for the people who are coming up to have that voice too, and be like, hey, we're here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. We're here.
Because
We're here again. Maybe we get beat. We're not afraid of anybody. I'll tell you that. Maybe we go play 4
I
tip, do
mean,
it. They beat us by 60. Great. At least we know what we got to compete against. You know what I mean? So no, yeah, we're
Well,
excited for sure.
like I
I mean,
said, man, we'll see
we're
what
kind of on
happens.
Rumple Pigs right now, so I'm gonna kind of skip ahead. We're talking about scores. We're talking about having a big week. I mean, you guys won 22-0 against Carnage this week, and I'm
Yeah,
sure no one was expecting that.
Belt.
yeah,
I wasn't expecting 22 nothing, 100%. You know,
yeah.
after watching some of your guys' games and theirs games, I mean, I can see you guys scoring 22, but to see them score 0 was kind of eye opener, which is awesome for you guys. Like I said, you guys are rolling right now. But I thought Carnage was going to definitely be one of your top competitors, and you guys kind of
I'm,
bullied
I'm
them.
I'm starting to think that Carnage Glory game was a fluke now. The way they played on Sunday.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
possibly.
Carnage is a good team, bro. You can't count them out ever.
100% they are. It's not. It's
You
not.
got to remember they're a
Vinny's
veteran
Produce.
team.
There you go. We
I
had
mean,
we had
everyone's
we had a
veterans.
tip ball pick that we ended up going and scoring. I think like okay, 22-0, great. It was a very good game. I think we play them next week. I think it's a fucking coin toss. We had a tipped pick. I think we had one other not bullshit pick, but they kind of gave us the ball twice. We'll take it, 22-0 for sure. But again, moving into the playoffs, it's gonna be pretty much a 4 team race, and I think anybody could beat anybody, to be honest.
Well, we'll talk about Glory Boys here then. They played then Intoxicated won 26-0. And then they just barely beat Wild Boys 12-6 on a last second Hail Mary. I mean, you guys were on the sidelines for that.
That was
I mean,
crazy.
I was right by you, bro. Like it was right there. Like Johnny did his little thing. I mean, was that the game
The
everyone
best
expected?
hands in the league.
I didn't know that was the last play of the game. I'm like, there's no way that could have possibly just happened with 3 seconds left in the game. Like, there's no way that was possible. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
I mean,
crazy.
They pulled it out. Is that in your top 5?
What is that?
I guess we'll find out.
What does it say most about what team?
What?
About who?
Glory Boys winning 12-6 on a last second Hail Mary to Wild Boys. So is Wild Boys better than what they are playing, or is Glow Boys not as good as it was?
This is how it started.
You can't always count Wild Boys out. You can't always count them out.
You can't. But
Some
listen,
weeks they play.
Against
Wild Boys started hot. They had that momentum in the beginning. But when it came halftime, and I said this last week, I was like, if you stop the middle, because they don't got a deep game. It's to the center, the QB release, or the center release, the QB sneak, or just 5 and in slants. And when you got 2 or 1 or 2 guys going in playing zone with 1 guy defending, they're gonna get that all the time. At halftime, they adjusted to that and completely stopped that, and that's when Wild Boys took over. That's
Pigs
my
need you as
opinion.
their defensive coordinator, Rick.
That's my opinion. That's how I
say Ricky just broke them down.
Yeah,
I
holy
don't know if
shit.
anybody
Yeah,
else
I'm
is
watching a
listening
lot.
right now.
We got
He
Thursday night
just
film.
broke them
You're
down.
invited.
I don't think you guys realize how much film Ricky ends up watching on Flag just with all the content.
Right, I'm
Like,
gonna just start calling Ricky.
dude got notes. He
I'm
got
gonna be like,
notes.
Ricky, tell me about this.
That's fine.
Damn,
But,
Ricky,
I mean,
just exposed
Yeah,
their
that
whole
was a close
game.
game. And then you got the Midwest Ducks 22-0 against Fallen Angels, and then Tigers beat Photo Bombers 20-6.
Ducks 22-0 over Fallen Angels. Let's not skip over that game,
Hey,
right?
they took all the talk last week with their jerseys, and they took that personal. I could tell they took that
Yeah.
personal.
They did. They were out there, but they were in styling out there. I'll tell you that. They had those
Yeah.
pinks on. Those were
Those are
sharp.
badass.
Yeah, those are sick jerseys.
Those were sharp. I will say that. They had the whole fit. And then they were even having more jerseys. I'm like, damn, each week, man comes out with a whole box of jerseys for them. Here you go. Y'all have Fallen Angels beating us. Did we?
I don't know. I don't remember, to be honest.
I don't know, but listen, Cordell, if you use this as fuel every single week, I hope you do. Because from now on, I'm going against you. So you can come back on here and say, we went against you guys, and this is why. So, all right, man. Let's see who you play this week, because I'm going against you now.
They're just ducking.
I got to see this now. Because he's like, dude, y'all went against us. Fallen Angels. Fallen Angels is a good team. Don't get me wrong. And you guys are a good team. And you guys have been putting, some pretty good tape out there. So keep it up, man. I mean,
You got a new QB or what? Is that guy official or a official roster?
They got a new. Well, I thought quarterback. I thought roster.
I think they got a new QB.
He's been on the roster.
Oh,
okay.
He's just been playing in other leagues.
But see,
Sammy,
listen.
who's
Okay,
that
so
guy
listen.
that's your
Hold on. They did, and I know who it is, and I know who that quarterback is. He's a good quarterback. That guy's a fucking.
He's been there.
He's a steal.
Little Justin Fields,
dude.
No.
Justin is.
Yeah. That roster.
He's a Fields wannabe. He's been there.
No, I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying I never seen the guy that had the yo ass jersey on play QB before. That's all I said.
Oh no, he hasn't been showing up, but he's been there.
Yeah,
he was
he's
there
on
week
the roster
one
for sure.
No, but my question is to Sammy. Who's your QB now? Big Ben. That guy's a beast.
That's Sam. He's the Bandits quarterback. He's the quarterback of the Pigs' future for right now. So,
dude, so he left. He made his own team. Left his team. He went to. Did he go to another team before that? Wasn't it Meta Militia for a little bit?
No, I think he filled in for them once or twice in summer. I'm not sure. I'm not 100%. Don't quote me on that. I think he filled in for them for a second.
Telling their business and shit.
Yeah, why not?
He was on this team, and he played for this team and this team.
He had a debut throwing dots.
Hey, he figured it out though. All right, let's watch the top 5. We're gonna break it down each play, talk about it. Let's see. Both watch it. It's only a minute 25. We'll watch it through, and then we'll come back to each play. It should go pretty clear.
Let's go, boys.
Ooh, man.
Uh-oh.
I do my job all day.
What?
Okay, so let's go.
Go get that bread. Hey, let's go, bread.
It's not playing for me.
It's not playing? It's playing for
now
me.
it is. Now it is.
Ball, Nico. Behind you, Nico, behind you. Ball. Get behind you. What the fuck you doing? Offense.
All right, Ricky. Who'd you put for number 2?
Okay.
Underrated. Kenny underrated. Look at his stats.
Oh, is that where they called the flag guard?
No. This
Doesn't look like it. I don't know.
Where they call the flag guard?
This wasn't called back. I don't know who's screaming that.
What's number 1? It has to be. It has to be a game-winning TD. Is this the game-winning
Everybody
TD?
get behind you.
Yeah.
He's all the time.
Two guys.
Bro, he just walked.
Bro, what? 2 guys? Stop.
I don't know.
Bro, can we go back to a couple of those plays?
Wait, Ricky, can you explain to us each number,
Jeremy's
please,
dying
Ricky?
to say something.
What do you mean? All right, here.
All right, I didn't understand the number 5 or number 4.
You don't
To be
understand?
honest with you, I don't.
Okay.
All right, so let's watch 5 again.
Okay.
And then explain it to us, please.
Let's go, boys.
Because you just can't lay out.
All right. So let me quickly recap of this. Prior to this play, prior to
screaming at each other.
There was a lot of back and forth with these 2 guys, and whatever, they were just arguing back and forth and whatever, they got each other's faces, whatnot. And then right after they did that, he got pancaked, and that's what that was.
Okay, so this was 5.
Basically, he was saying you weren't doing shit all the game, the whole game. Bam.
Let's go, boys.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I get it. Let me turn the volume so I can Ricky better.
But that guy got sacked, and yeah.
All right, so number 4, Oh, I know this. I did understand this one. This was the interception.
Yeah,
It
this
was a
was just
deep
a bomb.
ball.
This was just a throw up at the end before halftime. But I mean, still sick catch.
All right, this one. Number
This
3.
one was just
This
crazy.
is the pig. Nice little pig.
Dude, I feel like that's a. He should have just
I'm
kept
not
going
gonna lie.
right.
That
Why
that
didn't he?
kid
Why
right
didn't he
there,
cut
that
back
kid
in?
right there, I'm keeping my eye on. He's a stud, man. He's a fucking stud.
Wait. Go back for a second. I gotta go. Why am I telling you guys to?
Yeah, I was just about to say you're the one controlling it. That was a nice pick too.
Okay, I want to know why he. I wish we had like a wider angle of this because why didn't he go right? Like who was
He
over
slipped.
there that he
He
was running?
slipped though. I mean,
No, but why did he cut in? Why did he take the corner?
Is there somebody over there? I have no idea.
Well, that's what I'm curious. Like what caused him? I don't see anyone over there.
The quarter.
He should have went right.
Yeah, I don't know.
He could have. Yeah, sorry.
No, he definitely looked
All
like he could have. Yeah.
So number 2, Ricky. I know you see the pick.
That was the first one of the day. He had a second one too, and almost.
So like right here, I feel like that could have been a close.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
What, flag guard?
I feel like that could have been close to one. To be honest with you.
How about
That was almost called back. That little Selly before.
He was in the end zone beforehand.
This one I want to see. How the hell does this happen?
All right, number 1.
First off, this move right here. Got
How
him.
far did he throw that?
Oh my
Was he
god.
on like the 40 something?
He had it 40 to 10.
Oh my god, they took each other out.
Like a 50-yard throw.
The fact that he just like walked in still like blows my mind on that.
Well, listen, Johnny had some of the best hands in Northfield, but they took each other out on that play.
Who's John? Is it the whiteout?
Yeah, Johnny's the one that caught it.
So he's scrambling right. Okay,
Got him. Dude, I wish that guy was not in the way because he did.
So he beat him there. It's from the 40. It's all the way to the 10. That's a throw. That's a dot throw too. I don't know. It's kind of something.
That should never.
Before he made that throw, that was nice.
That's it.
I wish I could like slow it down on this one. I think I can do it on my other one. Hold on, let me. Hi. Oh shit! I don't want to be front and
Hey,
center.
he had J-Mo wide open in the back.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. That's a. Hold on. Let's see. If I can put this up. Can you guys see it right now?
Yeah.
All right. So let's go over here, right? He's rolling right. Yeah, he's all the way. He's at the 40. And right there.
Look at busting.
Takes his own dude out. Now, remind you, right here, the ponytail guy, right here, you see my cursor? The play before this, he almost had a pick, too, right in that same area.
He gets taken out by his guy.
Oh, yeah, he just
takes
like
his
missed
guy
time
out.
to jump. Yeah.
And then Johnny's just sitting right there, straight up with the easy catch, and walks in.
Bro.
Oh, man.
You know what, Trail? Seeing that fucking ball, seeing where he caught that is a nice-ass ball. Because he caught it. I thought he caught it. He caught it pretty much at the top, pretty much. That was pretty nice.
Yeah, dude.
I don't even think those guys were touching it, even if they did.
I mean, look, even on that play, he launched that ball from midfield.
Yeah.
That was a great ball as well. I mean, it was just a little bit in. Yeah, he definitely had it. But all right, I'm just finishing it off because I just want to see all the ones last time. Ricky, great job, Ricky, as always. Appreciate you putting this together for everyone to watch.
Rick.
We appreciate all the content you've been putting out there. I mean, if you guys haven't yet, follow Ricky's stuff, book him. The
Yes,
man's
sir.
doing amazing things for Flag. He's making Flag fun again, making the entertainment fun, taking from his own perspective and changing the games as it is. But as you guys see, make sure to watch Ricky out there. Look for the camera more. And don't be shocked if you get yourself saying some shit and being posted and I don't know. Don't get rigged. That's what we're gonna call it. Don't get rigged.
Don't
Hey,
get rigged. I like
I have
that.
a
Don't get
question.
rigged.
What happened in I think it was the Ducks game. They said it was a taunting or something. The touchdown got called back. What happened with that?
So what happened with that was he celebrated before the end zone. So you can't celebrate before the end zone.
Yeah. So if you he taunted too early, from my
He gave
understanding.
the
So it gets
Tyreek
called
Hill.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's prior to
Got it.
crossing goal line.
Got it. Okay, I was just curious. I know they were talking about it in the captain's group. I didn't know what happened.
Yeah, I wasn't. I kind of I get lost in that sometimes. They go on for on and on. He put the peace sign up.
He gave it to
Yeah,
Tyreek Hill.
unfortunately, you can't do that shit. I mean, it's always been like that. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean it's within your control. If you know it's a flag, it's a flag. Whether you think it's tic tac or
Do
not,
it
you know it's
after,
a
then it
flag. It's a
doesn't
flag.
get taken
I just
away.
didn't know what the rule was. I don't know.
Yeah, do it after you score.
Yeah.
Change the rule. We're too old. We tried to change the rule, and people tried to fight each other. That's why we went back to the rule.
Who is Cruz Johnny?
I don't know
From
who that is.
Wikipedia?
What team does he play for? Who do you
I
guys
don't
play?
know. They just commented.
I don't even know. I don't know.
Name.
Well, let's talk about, since we just talked about Rack. It was a great week of Rack. Rack had amazing. I don't really know if anyone has some shit comments they want to say about Rack or anything else, but we're going to talk about some comp games real quick and those final scores, because there were some pretty great games there too. You had Metal Militia beating Dino 7-6.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, I know that there were some plays here and there that they were kind of.
You know what? Yeah, I actually
But
did remember that game.
so I
Dinos
mean,
didn't have a lot of their guys though, did they?
no, and Don also said they did miss some key plays where they could have.
Yeah, I saw that some drop balls. He said. I mean, it
But-
goes anyways. It's. I think comp is very wide open. I think anybody could win comp. But I mean, I got Dinos as one of my top teams, and obviously SOB. But I think it's pretty open.
Yeah, and then you got another close game following that one. You had Retros versus Senators 7-6 as well. Retros.
How's Retros been? I actually have not watched them. How have they been? They've been doing all right. I mean, up and down.
They've been struggling with injuries and numbers. So, but I mean, I think Carlos has a really great game plan for that team, and knows kind of what to turn around for in the second half of the season. But I don't really know. I'm kind of surprised. I thought Senators would beat them.
They still have Curry as their quarterback, right?
Curry for Retros?
Yeah.
No, Curry's hurt. He's hurt.
Oh, who's throwing for him now?
I'm not too sure. We got to look back at that game film, man.
Okay.
Then you got SOB winning 19-14 against Neighborhood Heroes. And the Neighborhood Hero, yeah, they played a close game, but then the Neighborhood Heroes have that double header against Dirty Birds, and they end up losing 22-0.
Yeah, play out some weird close, and then shit the bed against Dirty Birds. That sucks.
And then you got
how's Dirty Birds look? Can I ask that?
I'll be honest with you, I haven't really watched too many of the games. I mean, they look okay. I mean,
team wise,
Carlos did play last week. Well, there you go. Carlos played last week. Team wise, I think that.
Like, how many guys are they getting showing up to their games? They having trouble showing up, or?
I don't think they're having trouble showing up. I think they got a decent amount. But, and then you got Reapers beating Warriors, and then Reapers beating Gridiron Gods. Reapers beating Warriors 22-6. Get our Gridiron Guys 19-6. So,
that Reapers merge is looking pretty nice, huh?
Well, consistency, but people. I mean, here's the thing: they got to build and keep it going. That's it.
Are they gonna get into that half league?
Reapers, they're in their own league.
Oh,
who's in the half league?
Alphas, you guys, and then we have the final team right there, pending, and then because you have all guest games, so it's 3, just like we have in the league. Because it was only a max 5. So, but you're playing a lot of talent, a lot of guest games. I mean, the schedule is going to be pretty pretty fun.
Cool. For sure.
So, double points for Nationals. They're being smart about it.
Some points for Nationals. Something.
The Rumple picks are loading up right now. I think that's what none of you guys are realizing. They're playing it smart, bro. They're gonna get all these points and they're gonna be jumped up in those rankings so high.
I sure
It's
as hell
smart.
hope so.
Yeah, there's some teams that could use some points.
Yeah. I mean, because you think about it. So, talking about the half season, you got alphas who are coming in. They're set to play Reapers, Phantoms, BGs, SOB, and Pigs for their 5 games.
Yeah.
That's going to be some great matchups.
They're getting some good work in. That's what they're getting.
And then Pigs will be playing the same amount, but some different alternate guest games. We're going to get everyone ready for Nationals. And then for the in-season tournament, you got alphas that are already bought into it. You got Pigs that are bought into it. You got neighborhood heroes that are bought into it. So Ducks said they're pending right there too, talking about it.
For what?
For the in-season. Not for the in-season. For the inaugural tournament, the Legacy Bowl. So you got Fallen Angels talking about joining it. We got a lot of teams that are going to pop out of the woodworks for this Legacy tournament. It's going to be interesting to see.
Maybe a Legacy team.
I mean, because this is going to be a Legacy team?
Maybe. Depending on who we get to sign up, how many numbers we have at the end.
I don't know. I mean, that would be kind of crazy, Legacy. Imagine if you had a tournament of all just old teams. That'd be crazy.
Yeah. Not a lot of old teams around still. That's the kind of shitty part. There is some that can be formed that are around, but
Ricky, you've been quiet for a little. Why are you quiet?
Because I don't know anything about count. I
want to go over the schedule. I want to go over the schedule because I kind of want to see who's playing this week and see where we're at.
That's for another show. We talked about this earlier.
Sorry, my fault.
We're keeping it to a recap because it's the late night show because it's already late. But because we're going to try to have more of them we have the recaps. We're going to try to do some more stuff for the moving forward. But guys, I appreciate everyone tuning in today. I need my pick this week. Pigs by Mel. Well, I guess you guys will have to see and talk about it on the postings. And stay tuned for a potential alternate podcast for that to talk about the pre-picks and where to be at. So everyone have a great night. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Good luck in your season. Good luck in everything moving forward. We'll see you next week. And don't get caught on camera this week doing something you will regret. So.